Why is it every time I clean up my garage, it never lasts more than like 2 days? You have all this stuff like, okay, so you know what's in those totes right there on the back of my car? Those are clothes for, like kids' clothes. See that? You know what that is? That's a toddler tray that goes on a car seat. That's all baby clothes. And that's all baby clothes. So I need to get my wife's car back in here, and I gotta move my air compressor. You know this air compressor? I've had this air compressor for so long. It was my dad's air compressor. I think he bought it used at a yard sale. He gave it to me around 2010, I want to say, 2011. And I'd like to get another air compressor, like a bigger one, but I'm like, man, this one just still works. So, you know, why should I get a new one? I gotta move these clothes back over here, drying baby clothes. Gotta move this thing right here. I don't even know what this crap is. Well, that's a toy motor grater and some vinegar and some, that just looks like trash, so I could probably throw that away. But like, what the heck am I doing? What am I doing with my life? That's all Halloween decorations. Yeah, all Halloween decorations. Window regulator for my BMW. Valve cover for my BMW. Oh, also, I hate my BMW, by the way. Check this out. Let me go find it. Okay, I think it's actually in the car. Okay, so you see this piece right here? This is the, what most people would call a drain cock. I think it's actually in BMW, it's called a flow, I think it's called a flow diverter or control valve or something stupid. But basically, so my car's automatic. So between these two O-rings, there is it's like where the transmission cooler line is at. On a manual, this goes in the radiator, but on a manual one, it's just like this, and it doesn't have that extra O-ring. But I broke this when I took it out. Like, there's supposed to be right there a little tab that sticks out right there, and one that sticks out there, and that's actually, it just goes in and twists to lock in. So I had to order one of those, $20 for that. So my car's sitting outside with no coolant in it, and I have to drive my F-150 because then my BMW stays broke down more than I drive it. So I really wasn't wanting to have a automotive YouTube channel. I was wanting to do some other things and just promote my voiceover business. But I really haven't had time to do auditions for my voiceover business. At least it gives me something to do. Like, not like I needed something else to do, but hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't. But yeah, I haven't had any time to do any auditions for my voiceover stuff. And that's really what I want to do, you know, that's kind of like what I'm actually passionate about. I hate working on cars, really. Well, I don't say I hate it, but it's not fun like it used to be. Well, my car is fun, but like, I mean, as far as work, being a technician as a job, I'm really not excited about that anymore, and I haven't been for a very long time, so I'm trying to do, you know, other things. There's a lot more to my job now than just being a mechanic, but it's the best mechanic job that I've had. But I still, Monday, you know, when I'm on my way to work, I just immediately I'm counting down till Friday again. So I really would like to do something that I actually like to do. So my voiceover stuff, that's kind of what that's all about. Although I've only narrated that one audiobook so far. The newborn deal has just been very challenging the last month now. She was born August 9th. So yeah, almost exactly. She'll be a month old tomorrow. Oh, and I did end up going to college this semester. I'm taking 2 classes right now. And after these 2 classes, I'll have 5 more classes. I want to say that's right. And I'm just ready to be over with. So I have to find time to do that, and I have to find the money to pay for it, because it's like, because it's expensive. You know, actually got a grant this semester. I was really surprised about that. And that's really a big reason why I took 2 classes, because you have to have so many credit hours to get that. But it only covered like $1,400. It's like $500 to $5 per credit hour is what it is, and both classes are 4 credit hours. So it's about $4,000. And they tacked on a bunch of fees, which they weren't substantial, but $95 in total, and that's $95. So, but they just charge it to you. These are like, because I'm fully online, but they charge me like a fitness facility fee, which I probably should be going to a fitness facility, to be honest. Student government fee, you know, a bunch of little things like that added up to $95, and I got them to take that off. But I'm still having to come out of pocket. And I really need to work more on my business, or work more in my business. I have low overhead on my business. I do have overhead. I need to be making some money from that business, but I need the time to do it, which is a problem, because my wife, you know, she needs time to do things too. And then when I'm here, I have to take the baby, so she has time to give her time to do the things that she needs to do, but then I don't have any time to do what I need to do. But we both need just more time. But that is the only truly scarce commodity that there is, that you can never get anymore. I try to make the most out of my time. I'm always doing something. I'm not like a lot of people. They just go to work. They work 40 hours, 45, 50, whatever, and they go home and they don't do anything at all. And they don't even clean their house. They don't do, you know, anything. 49 hours this week, and I cannot lift a finger beyond that. Yeah, those do not add enough value to society, and they are not reaching their full potential. That's a baby monitor. I think the baby's coughing. Maybe you hear that. I don't know if you hear that. I have got to be doing something. I've got to be trying to do something new, trying something, doing this, doing that. There's a lot more time in the day than some people realize. I just can't stand it. I just can't stand the lazy people, which I was pretty lazy when I was younger, but I was a different kind of lazy. I was more of a, I wanted to do just enough to get by, you know, and now I want to do things as good as I can, as well as I can, however you say that. I'm trying to make some videos this weekend so I can release them through the week, so I can kind of get back onto I say back onto like I was ever on one, but on a schedule of release. I'm gonna try to release 3 videos a week. I was gonna try to just do 1 video a week, but then I was like, I could probably do 3. And I still think I can do 3, but I just have to manage my time better, especially now being back in school. That's gonna take some more time. My classes are weird, which I guess because they're my major classes. They're not really weird. I don't know how, they're non-traditional, I guess. Or they seem non-traditional to me, whereas it's like, for example, traditional class, like a science class where you read this chapter, have a lecture or online, you know, watch a video lecture, whatever, study, then you have a test or a quiz or whatever. My classes are more like build this business plan, interview, you know, this person, interview that, read this book, read that book, which just got finished with a book called The Goal. Yeah, and I looked at the syllabus, seen I had to read it, and it actually looks like it's not even due till the end of the semester. But whatever, it's called The Goal. I guess it's like a classic book for business majors. It's pretty interesting. That's the kind of book that I think would actually add value to my career, which most every book I've read in there like that. There hadn't really been any bad, but that's more like reading books and writing things about them or comparing them with the other ones. Like there's this one book I had to read that I have to, it's in this other class I have to take now, which I read it last semester, and I hate it. I read it. It was really hard for me to get through it. I don't even think I got the thing probably 3/4 of the way, but it's called, I have the book in there, and I can't even remember what it's called. The Excellence Dividend by Tom Peters, maybe that's what his name is. It's not really so much the content of the book that I don't like, it's how it's written. It's hard for me to read because it's just, you know, I'm going to put in a picture of how the book is written right here. So as you can see, it's got all these numbers. It's kind of like verse numbers in the Bible, and it's just for me personally, it's hard for me to get through that. So I thought about maybe getting the audiobook, but then I'm like, well, I already have the real book, so I don't want to spend any more money because I'm also a cheapskate. You know, why spend more money when you can spend less? Or zero. That's my favorite amount of money to spend, 0. That's a cat. So that's all I have to say. Okay, see you later.